All right, guys, I'm here to set the record straight for you recreational golfers that are struggling to create speed in your golf swing. You believe and you've been told that you need to move your body faster, and if you do that, you're going to transfer energy to the club head, and you wouldn't be watching this video if that was working. You got to find what works for you guys. I've been doing this a long time. What I found is most golfers do not know how to snap their wrist effectively in their golf swing. They're not able to use their arms effectively in their golf swing. They're under the impression that they should leave their arms at the start line and pin and spin back to the golf ball. Huge problems when we do that. Moving my hips faster isn't going to make the club head move faster. The only thing that makes the club head move really, really quickly are the wrists and the arms. That's how we get a swoosh in the golf swing. That's how we transfer energy to the golf club. The butt end of the golf club has to slow down, okay, and change direction in a very short space of time if you have any hope of creating club head speed. The idea that we're supposed to get the shaft leaning forward, get the hips open, because that's what tour players do, incredibly misleading. These aren't positions, guys. They're dynamic motions, and you see photos of these impact positions. It's incredibly misleading. I'm going to give you 2 drills today I think are going to change your golf swing. I've had amazing comments. I got a comment from a gentleman in his early 70s, literally last 5 rounds. It's unbelievable, the consistency, and he said it's all due to what he's seeing in my videos. Thank you so much for the comments. If you've not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. By the way, there's a bell button next door. Click on that. You get a notification every time I release a new video. Change your concept, guys. Better concepts are what's really going to make the difference. So here's what I want you to do. 2 drills. Let's start with the first drill. Swing the golf club with your trail arm only in your golf swing. If you're a right-handed golfer, you're going to put the club in your right hand. Lefties, obviously left hand. Start to master the feel for where the club head is in your golf swing. This is going to be a wonderful drill for helping you improve your proprioception. Proprioception is just your mind's ability to feel where the club head is in space and time without using your eyes. I can take my finger and put it on my nose here without looking at my finger or my nose. My brain understands where my nose is. All right. Most of you don't understand where your club head is. That's the biggest problem. And standing here and leaving the club at the top of the backswing and throwing the kitchen sink at it isn't exactly helping, okay? You're locking up those fast twitch muscle fibers, your joints, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, excessive amounts of tension. No wonder you're not getting any snap, okay? It's just not going to happen. So what I want to do here, I'm going to put my hand in my pocket initially. I'm going to make some little swings. Now I'm trying to create an L back, and I'm going to recreate an L or a reverse L on the way through with my right hand only. Don't stand here and get that club way up here. You can see I couldn't possibly put my lead hand on the golf club if my right hand is way up in the air. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create some angles on the way back. We're going to hinge the wrist, fold the lower arm, elevate the upper arm. We're going to kind of create a little bit of a box to the side of us here. On the way through, we're going to release those angles. Do not hang on to those angles, guys. Let them go and send them home, okay? Send those angles home, all right? They belong on the opposite side of your body. Look at that. We've got some symmetry here. What do you know? So instead of dragging the handle past the golf ball, transferring no energy to the club face, leaving the face wide open, separating your elbows through here, what we're going to do here is we're going to allow those wrists to snap. Look at the butt end of the club changing direction here, guys. It's moving from this direction to this direction in a very short space of time. Going to go ahead and hit a little 9-iron here. Ball's off a tee. Let's get after it. And there's my finish. One of the best drills for sequencing your arms to your body. One of the best drills for using your wrists correctly in the golf swing. Incredibly difficult initially. A lot of you are going to try this. You're going to chunk it. You're going to top it. You're going to shank it. You're going to have all sorts of issues. I need you to be patient. Slow down initially. Start with a tee and no golf ball, okay? Don't hit golf balls initially, all right? All I want you to do here is I want you to feel the gram weight at the end of the club, and I want you to start to control the face here, okay? Start to get the wrist hinging. Start to get the trail arm folding. Does that club feel heavy? Does that club feel light? Okay? If it's heavy, most likely that club's getting too far around the corner. If it's light, most likely that club is hinging to the side of you. It's just a leverage system, nothing more, nothing less, okay? Boxing this club up to the side of you is going to be incredibly important. Reboxing it on the forward part of the swing is going to be incredibly important. So we just want a nice little symmetrical motion. Now the trick here is I'm allowing my arms to pull me through the golf ball. All right, I'm not spinning my body and allowing my arms to follow my body. If I do that, I'm going to leave my arms behind, okay? If I start leaving my arms behind, start driving my chest forward, I start driving my pelvis out in front of my arms, they're different, but they're the same. I'm going to really struggle with this drill. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to go ahead, look at the grip end of the golf club. This end, not the club head, just look at the grip end. I'm going to go ahead and move it in the opposite direction here in a very short space of time. Can you see that? And then I'm going to let it go. As I start my downswing, the trick for me, and it certainly was for this gentleman, thank you so much for your comment. Amazing to see you're playing well. The trick here is to keep your back to the target and then allow your arms to drop as you keep your back to the target. Don't be in a hurry to turn your body back to the golf ball. You try this drill with your right arm only, and you're in a hurry to turn your chest and shoulders. You're going to whiff it. I'll pretty much guarantee if you are whiffing it, at least you'll know what it is that you're doing, okay? So what I want to do here is I really want to feel like my arms are employing my body, okay? This is not what it's going to look like. I'm just trying to demonstrate what I want to feel my wrist and arms doing. Can you see how the grip end is changing direction? Can you see that? Now, if I allow my body to respond to this, right in here, can you see it doesn't look the same, does it? All right. Ultimately, there's a marriage here between my trail arm and the trail side of my body. All right. Just like tossing a ball here. Whoop. If I throw a ball, look at my finish position. I don't want you guys hitting off your back foot with your wrist and arms. This isn't an arm swing. All right. It's just allowing the arms to employ the body. It's a completely different way of thinking about a golf swing. Okay. Different concept. Let's go ahead and do it again. There it is again. Pretty straightforward. Understanding the wrists are where the speed is in the golf swing, guys. Your ability to snap the wrists through the golf ball here. Look at that. Hear that little swoosh? Okay? Right there. Cannot express the importance of educating yourself to do that. Once you've done that a few times, we're going to put both hands on the golf club. Again, I'm keeping the ball on a tee. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use both hands this time, and we're going to do the same thing with both hands. Right here, allow the arms to drop. I'm going to send my speed home, just like this, okay? This is called a hitchhiker drill, one of my favorite drills in golf. Again, allow my arms to pull me through the golf shot. There we go. Exactly the same thing. Once you start to establish some speed using your wrists, once you start to sort of disassociate your arms from your body in many respects, so many of you are kind of under the impression that in order to square the club face, for example, we need to turn the body more. For those of you that spin back to the golf ball, you've got to learn to disassociate your wrists and arms with your body. This is a wonderful drill also. Just swinging underneath your left arm without moving your left arm. As a right-handed golfer, you see my arms dropping? All right, now I'm going to switch direction here. This guy's going to move in a very different direction. There we go. All right. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow that motion, literally my arm swing, to pull me through the golf ball. That's going to help me sequence my golf swing. It's going to help me get my wrists and arms involved in the golf swing. The only talk I hear these days on YouTube is how to take the wrist and arms out of the golf swing. It's absolutely asinine when 80% of golfers unfortunately miss way to the right and are lacking angular momentum and angular speed. So it is a real problem for recreational golfers. I've got people coming down and working with me here at the links at Stoner Ferry. We're 18 miles due west of downtown Charleston. Beautiful spot. doing a lot of full day immersions. Educate your wrists and arms, guys. Trail arm only, really great drill off a tee initially, then do your hitchhiker drill and start to allow your wrists and arms to recruit your body as you rotate through. I'm confident it's going to make the world of difference. If you think this could help, go ahead and share. If you have any comments, I always get back to people, and thank you so much for subscribing. Get after it, guys. We'll talk to you next time.